Hello everybody, this is TrainGun91 here, and now January 2013, and it's time for another update video. The reason why I didn't upload many update videos is because there wasn't anything changed on the layout, but now there is, so I'll just start on this section, start off, then again, nothing important. Although I did actually change out the cranes. As you see, now they're separate once again. Added a third wheel on each of them and a new coupling buffer on there. I didn't like my previous design of the cranes because this central track was being a pain in the butt, so I removed that. So, oh yeah, and a new thing I added to the shop is actually just the shot. You know, it's like one of those things that you see in like railroad yards, like where people can go underneath the engine and stuff. But in this case, I just made it so I can actually put spare wheels and have them stacked up under like a real diesel shop. You'll see in a sec. Yeah, but basically it actually works way better. Curves better and they can be separated. And that car actually, now it's used for like scrap carts. Snowplow, nothing different. And the reason why this engine isn't actually running right now finally is, well, I actually fixed up the Maersk engine finally. I actually redone the motors that I got over Christmas break. And you'll see in a moment, just wait for the train to get through, and okay, here it is. As you can see, I had it so it actually has working lights and well, I actually rebuilt the fuel tank on it because, well, when I had these motors put in, it was actually the wrong type. I put in the Maersk before, and it forced me to actually rebuild the tank shorter, which I had no choice because I tried doing with those type motors with the full-size tank, but it didn't work out on the curves. But now I tested it out a few weeks ago and now it runs good. The yard, then again, nothing different, just a mess over here. And those pieces were actually from my older videos. It was like the big signal tower, and I had it dismantled a year ago. I was going to put it in the middle of the yard, but there wasn't enough space, so I plan to use the signals again on my other layout at the mall when I get around to that. And the woodchip car, and yep, it is a woodchip car now, and it's light-weighted. Same deal as I did with the ore cars. And it used all tabs, but I figured it was too heavy and it kept disconnecting a lot, so now it's actually gone lighter and actually works. It looks way better than before. Okay, so, oh yeah, and also added more trees on the side. And the tunnel, I actually did some changes on the portal. I didn't like it the way it was before, but I'm just experimenting with that part. It may change in the next several videos, but this is just what it'll look like for now. Put a new top on her in case I didn't mention it before. And now the mine actually changed way differently than, and the horseshoe I had to change because my original plan, it didn't actually fit well in there, so I redesigned it so make it look like it'll fit. And this part is actually just lightweighted, and in here it's just empty, and in there is actually from the spare wheels from the new motors I got for the Maersk, and I'll probably put those on the shop tracks sometime later on. I'll just put that back. There we go. And this thing is actually just a hand cart, though it's not actually going to look like that. It's just, I was just testing out the size. And the track hatch is just built from scratch. It's actually just one of those bricks with the rail sticking out. See in there? And the ties are actually just one by one. So remove the top. And the junction, it's obviously the wrong brick color, but I haven't put them on yet, so. But it's basically what you consider a mine. And the black part's just a dead end. Different shafts. And tops, I'll probably end up putting sloping parts on there and make it look like a real mountain. And the portal on this tunnel, I also redone. Of course, this one was a bit of a pain in the butt too, because to do that, I had to actually demolish the entire side of the tunnel and redo it again back in October. As you can see, now there's just only one gap on there, and I had to put a spare part on there. Those bricks, I hadn't found use for those yet, and now the plates are actually flush with, well, they're just flush now, and now I'm very happy about that. And now we'll get to the downtown part, which is actually the most things I've changed. Put a tree there. I plan to put a lineup of trees on there with the grass. And the bus stop, I had it moved on there because didn't like it where it was. Passenger train, the engine's now back. The airboat's fixed up. It's back at the mall. And new addition. I'll start with this tunnel, which is actually just a sneak off tunnel. I can actually store a few cars here. I'll roll out. Those are my new cars. Actually, it's just designed for like hauling pop tabs. This one's got the green striping. Because when I originally built them, it was just all gray, and I thought it was a good idea, but then I figured it was a little too lazy and cheap, so I put green stripes on there about a month ago, and it looks better. I haven't put the logos yet. Yeah, but this track, it's actually, you can use for a storage track or store a short train if I want. Haven't put the roof up yet, but as you can see, it just leads nowhere. Another new addition, the abandoned railroad tunnel from an old branch. Like that box is actually just built right into the back of it, and the sloping part's up on there, and the weeds. Of course, you can see from this point of view, and actually made it so it looks like the ties are still in place and the rails are rusted. This is actually from the brown track that I had left over that I replaced on the rail barge. In fact, there's actually a few more brown tracks in the tunnel there. I don't know if you can see well. Yeah, pretty much just based that junction, or from the old South Spokane junction, which I explored a few months ago. And apparently, I built this junction before I actually seen the switch. I haven't actually seen it before yet until October, and then I had no idea I actually made it after that, so it's a bit of an accidental inspiration, but it was good. And I got a new building. This Octon City garage. A new space to fill the empty space. I was going to build a person there, but haven't found a new spot for it yet. But it looks pretty good. Works well. Thing works just by turning this knob. Of course, find the knots, and there was a pain because I suck at finding tiny knots on those bits of string. I toughed it out, and a fuel tank which was on there, I moved to the curb, and of course when people are filling up, it's a bit of a pain to actually just fill up when the train's coming. I also had a few more trees on the curb. So basically it for the changes on the layout. Of course, non-Lego train related, I actually got new speakers so I can play my music or YouTube videos or whatever on there. And also during the summer, I forgot to mention this painting I got from one of my relatives. And so now it's actually take the camera on the train like I do in every update video, but unlike the other two, I'll make it go the other way, like this way for once, instead of the other way, which I'm pretty much figure you guys are getting bored with it going the other way. So I'll start the train and we'll get rolling. this wraps up the update. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And see you next time, hopefully with another update, train video, or whatever. So, this is Drinking91 signing out.